Okay everyone, sorry about that. I'm having some driver problems with AMD unfortunately, so this might happen again, in which case I have one more chance basically to fix this by updating my graphics driver. Uh, yeah, it's a lot of technical troubles that I've been going through lately, but hopefully it can be resolved. Anyway, we are ready to jump into our game 1, which is Trippppppey versus Super Squid. So let's just transition here to the game and let's get it on in this best of one on Rift.
Now, Super has opted to ban Desi, and Trippppppey has opted to ban Anders here on Rift, which means every other leader here is ripe for the taking, including Yap, who is arguably one of the top 3 leaders at the moment. Likely, he won't be picked. Rift isn't, known to be a Yap map. It's not like you can really guaranteed secure a mini in the back or in the side. They're both very easy to grab your own minis. And a lot of players opt into Harvester first and second builds just to make sure they secure their own minis, especially versus a Yap.
Should you get one though, that is,
and there it is.
Insane though. Okay, we got a Forge versus Jerome. Very interesting picks, both very powerful on this map, but I personally favor Jerome a little bit just because one
Agreed.
Omega drop just counters the Grizzly drop, right? That's one of them. The other one is Mastodons. So Forge's vehicle plays are just not as good.
No, especially not. And especially on Rift, a lot of the action is, at least around the first 2 expos in that earlier stages of the game, are going to be focused completely in the middle around those expos, which gives Mastodons a lot of room to work with and get really aggressive on.
Anyways, on the blue side here, this is Trippppppey, aka Burke, playing as Forge. And on the other side we got Super Squid in the red. He's playing Jerome. So both players are rallying to the power nodes on the side. So there will be a Jackrabbit from both, as far as I can tell.
Actually, Super opted in for a Marine instead, so it's going to get there pretty significantly later. And especially as a Jerome, it means he's going to get the Generator third, I hope. If he gets it any later, he's not going to be able to afford the leader in a timely fashion whatsoever. But this alone is going to delay the upgrade. Whereas Trippppppey is going to go for a Gen second, which is pretty comfy playing as Forge.
Look at this, Super Squid.
Pretty standard build coming out from him.
Super Squid has picked up the mini base super early, knowing that Trippppppey might use the Jackrabbit to try and steal that mini. Which is nice, but now he's not going to have the other one.
yeah,
and
he's not going to be able to get the back on. So we are going to see a mini steal here on Rift.
That is
fortunate
huge.
That Super wasn't able to pick up his back one in time for that.
Yeah, Super will probably have to opt for a barracks there to clean this out. But he's actually going for the hero. And the barracks going on the mini base. He could have switched that around.
Probably on the mini. So.
And then the flamers can get here faster, but oh well. Minor details.
Yeah. Exactly. Looking up on the other side. It's going to be a 4 supply pad, 1 gen on the main. We'll see if he decides to slap the armory on a mini instead. There'll be another supply pad on the side one. We'll check the back in just a second here. Trippppppey should be expecting the Jerome hero. I mean, it's a rather obvious play, and the Forge Hog alone isn't going to do pretty much anything against it, so he should be looking to either commit fully to the quick tech here, if that's what he's looking to do, or to a heavier tech one than just the hero.
Well, he's got
it looks like he is
heavy
committing to
supply
quick
pads,
tech. Gen
right?
on the mini. Yeah.
So it's gonna be not that quick of a tech up. He's just gonna have to capture some
even
nodes.
with the rolling eco.
Yeah.
I mean, his second gen is just coming up as of like 235, so it's gonna be he's gonna be a bit later on that tech than he would like to be versus the Jerome, but he does have some breathing room in capping that back mini. And it looks like Super is rallying to deal with that rather than get aggressive on Burke's main and front base instead.
Still continuing with the Flamer production there. It looks like he's going to be aggressive after all.
Actually, yeah, he does. He sees that it's just a supply pad on the back rather than a racks, and
yeah, I thought he was going to just do some light pressure, but he's actually going to commit. Also switching to a second gen, however, behind this, so if the pressure doesn't do much, he can always just turn around. And it looks like he does turn around. He probably saw that there were 2 turrets shooting at him, and that's just too much to take on with the small infantry ball, so he's going to take notes.
Definitely the better play. He is a mile behind in tech. He needs every inch he can get from these nodes to just catch back up. Just deny the map currently. Fortunately, he did leave the mini in the back. He didn't leave a flamer on hold command. At the very least, to try to
he should have
eventually whittle that down. Yeah.
Actually sending way more now. It's going to be 4 flamers on that.
Trippppppey looking poised to go into a very solid hog rush here. Got a lot of blue. He's on already getting the armory up on the side mini for that quicker forge hog.
Doesn't look like he's gonna defend the mini anyway. One thing I really like to do in these scenarios, because there's only flamers, right? You'd make like 2 jackrabbits from that mini base, unlock it, and then you kill all the flamers. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, yeah. So, pretty standard hog rush coming out here from Trippppppey. He's going to grab his exfil here as well. It's a little greedy. He doesn't quite know where the Jerome is yet.
Speaking of greed,
the Jerome could very easily deny that. It is very greedy.
Yeah, I'm not sure he can easily hold this base at all, especially if Jerome drops his Mantis on this. Actually he didn't, so that's not great. You know, bases take, any building takes double damage by the
double
building,
damage,
so just popping on that Mantis at that time would have been
nuked
insane.
The generator, yeah.
Flamer's starting to work on this, and it's definitely going to go down at this point. There's 4 warthogs.
Yeah.
And the hero can handle that, I think. Now, what I'm curious about is, are we going to see a bunch of Mastodons? Because we're seeing a garage being made, and you definitely don't want to go regular vehicles versus Forge. They're just going to scatter bomb you down.
He's just going to... Exactly. This is very interesting what he's going to opt into. I wonder if he's going for a Kodiak play, rather. Ooh, yeah.
Amble round was brutal, and actually the scatter bomb gets dodged very nicely, but I mean, is it gonna matter? These units are all gonna get picked off by the hogs anyway. Very nice zoning there. Single Cyclops is out so far, and Trippppppey is taking a huge supply lead there. Excuse me, population lead.
Yeah, if Super can get these Cyclopses fast pretty quick here, I'd like to see it double racks even once he gets the hero upgraded, if it isn't already. I am a little bit behind already.
Oh, the mine combo is gonna... Oh! 3 hogs deleted.
Beautiful.
And he saves his Jerome. He was like 10% health or something. Well done to Squid.
That's
a great turns around, runs home to mommy crying. The bad man hurt him.
Bad man, Jerome hurt him. And this is the strength of Jerome in this matchup. Just that leader is so oppressive, and when he's got a shorter map to just be able to shove it down someone's throat, like, he does work.
Yeah.
He does a lot of work.
It's gonna be nice when he can heal it up as well, which is soon. Oh, he's making
Yeah.
third gen actually before starting to go into Gales, which is fair enough. I mean, he has the money for it, right? He has a commanding lead as well. He has the extra base up, whereas Burke is just starting his one now. He even sends a hog to pick up the hurt hog, and probably is gonna not get away though. Rest in pieces.
Rest in peace.
It does get away! Look at that, how far. Squid not intending to lose this, actually gets the air pad now in the back.
Yeah, I definitely want to get those healers out in this close matchup. You want every unit to count here. Every single unit.
Oh, that's
the healers are just so good.
The mass ram, however, is gonna hurt, but the Victor turret stun combined with the enduring salvo has been pretty good. Jerome pops out in time, doesn't get the extra damage, and goes into the garrison to survive. Well done. Keeps it alive.
Well done. It's beautiful play, just coming out from Super here.
Oh yeah, man. I
Good
love it.
micro coming out here.
And you know what? Burke is just continuing to make the hogs. So what's gonna happen to all that? He doesn't have anything to beat Cyclops. So as soon as they get like 2 or 3 Nightingales, he's gonna be in trouble. I'm worried for him.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a rougher matchup. And as easy as it is for him to go into Wingman Hornets now that he's Tech 3, Super can just as easily go into the combat tech and just throw them in Mastodons if he wishes to get them. Even at a later point, they're still very relevant on this map. Again, it's very easy for him to counter these comps that Burke can go into.
Oh, this game
Definitely
is
in a rough position.
So much value. Jerome already halfway healed up, and all the Cyclops got saved.
Yep. Yeah, Cyclops on their own, they're all right, but with the Gales, they become so much deadlier. The Gales just have such a great healing value on those Cyclopses, and it makes them that much tankier.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Makes them that much more effective in these fights.
Burke is gonna have to start thinking about Wolverines, and he's starting to queue them up actually right now. Good choice. It's gonna help a lot with those scales.
Yeah, absolutely.
Runs into the mines and needs to turn around, it looks like. Does kill Cyclops, but loses a hog. And here come the Hornets for Super Squid as well, who's also Tech 3 now. Second Hornet coming out. I don't think there's Wingman because he's getting the final Jerome upgrade.
Yeah, Wingman's going to be delayed a bit, but that Jerome upgrade is definitely much more worth it. That thing is wild. That Y ability of Mantis is just, it's another leader power at this point. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's mini-Mac class basically. I love it.
Yeah.
Burke with the third base and also looking for Squid's third, which doesn't exist. Oh, actually, this is where all the power went. I was like questioning what Trippppppey is spending all the power on, and there was nothing in the queue, so I was like, what the hell? And he's actually upgraded to a 7 slot. Very nice.
Very nice, yeah. Especially going into 3 bases here, his eco's gonna spiral out of control.
Hold up, where's all the Cyclops? There's only... I can only see one. Did he not make more? Oh, there's one with the army, right, and one in the garrison.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I feel Squid's army is smaller than it could be.
The losses he was taking, he was transitioning out into that Wingman anyways.
Oh, it all makes sense now. He's saving up for the heroes. He's worried about getting dropped on with the Grizzlies. Also,
the
nice
Grizzly drop,
power combo there. So yeah, he just wants to save up for Omega Team, knowing that he's already got a lead. And it looks like he's gonna do some more damage now. Ooh, I missed that drop. That did some sick damage. Holy crap.
Beautiful. Oh man.
Scatter Bomb
Absolutely
retaliating though.
beautiful drop.
Forchok is getting really low there. And I think Jerome is gonna snipe it. Even the Mantis does so much damage.
He doesn't get that out. So much damage onto it.
And there is Omega Team. This might be the end of Trippppppey as we know him.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of anti-air turrets. Actually, just one. The ones
Just
on
one
the
for the
main base
moment,
are
but
not upgraded.
definitely needs to get those upgraded if he wants to stay in this game here.
Yeah, because he still has the other expansion, right? So it's not game over by any means.
No, but
he's
he's already
counter-attack.
looking pretty poor in this matchup. Definitely don't want to be taking these losses in these fights here.
Yeah. Squid can also put the Hornet on the higher ground. Oh, actually, there's a Gale. Never mind. I thought that Trippppppey can't see up, but yes, he can. Anyway, he's gonna definitely lose this expansion, even though it's really tanky. But the reinforcements produced should be sufficient here. Turret has been upgraded to anti-vehicle, but this base is dropping health fast and there's no heal as far as I can tell.
Oh, healers in sight.
Oh, he's not recycling anything. Ouch. That's gonna be expensive. Main base does not have any upgrades either, so actually Trippppppey could entirely strip this base, I think. One Hornet is getting left behind to finish that base off. Going home, I think, is the right choice. If you can get a leader power combo on, that would be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Super Squid might be saving for a Condor or something. He's got so much money.
Yeah, I know in the past when he gets, especially once he gets some of these fights, his macro kind of falls off just a little bit. He has curbed that issue a bit recently, but old habits die hard.
Oh, dumpster! Nice.
Ooh, good damage, good damage.
Oh, look at this! Trippppppey has healed up the base and now it's gonna stay alive. What the hell?
It's gonna stay alive that much longer.
Oh, he's building a monstrous lead with this. I'm pretty sure he's also upgrading Wingman now. Interesting that he didn't upgrade his population limit though. Where is the reinforcements?
True.
Hero army is pretty scary though. That could be combined with some leader powers, that would be great. But Super Squid did fire all of them off just a moment ago. So not for a while. Definitely needs to steal one of those Nightingales, they're just smoking this base. And yeah, Trippppppey is gonna keep going for that counter attack. Naked Expo is not gonna stay alive for more than a few seconds here, and the main is gonna be at risk. One of the generators almost dead already, and two supply pads are actually not even upgraded, so you can just keep killing those. And yeah, actually that's a resignation, I think there. That should be Trippppppey taking the game. Yep.
Super unfortunately, just couldn't pressure at the right times with his leader. He got some really good trades here, but Trippppppey had the knowledge to go for the base trade scenario, and it worked out in his favor beautifully. He saw that he had the expo lead, and he went for it.
Good news for Super Squid is that he can continue in the losers bracket, so he still has a chance to make something happen.
Still has a chance to come back.
And we are going to follow Trippppppey versus Nintendo Hippie next up.